today's Local Business Spotlight, we are diving into the sometimes confusing world of Medicare. Joining us is Tanner Moore from Guardian Investments. Thanks so much, Tanner. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, start off basic level. What are the four parts of Medicare?
Yeah, they're simple four parts: Part A, Part B, C, and D. Part A and B are your original Medicare. Part A is your hospitalization coverage, while Part B is your medical coverage, so for doctor's fees and so forth, your medical necessary services. Part C is a Medicare Advantage alternative from original Medicare, and then Part D is your prescription drug plan.
Wow, and this can all get very confusing. The way each of these pieces go together is different for everyone and their needs.
Yeah.
But I know that there's a sense of timing that comes into Medicare. So tell me about the annual election period. When is that?
Yeah, it's rapidly approaching. It's October the 15th through December the 7th every single year. And at this time, Medicare beneficiaries can review their prescription drug plans along with their Medicare Advantage plans, and they can elect coverage for next year. Okay. It's very important because these plans can change year to year for people, and so coverage can change, doctors can go in and out of network, and so it's always important to work with a local independent agent that can review that coverage for people.
Right. Well, and I mean, needs change year to year as well as we continue to grow throughout age as well. Okay. Why should someone work with a local independent agent like yourself versus maybe, you know, a telephone person or an online service? Yeah,
that's an important question because people that are turning 65 or people already on Medicare are getting bombarded with phone calls. There's a lot of big call centers out there that have the masses to be able to call everybody to help review that coverage. But the local independent side is more of a relationship based. And so we're going to sit down with you, whether it's us here at Guardian Investment Advisors or whether it's other local agents, and we're going to listen to your wants and your needs because health needs do change. It's kind of tough to sometimes get in touch with those agents that are over the phone because they're national call center agents. Okay, that makes sense. Also may not be independent. Independent agents like us we represent all the major carriers, and so we can really customize somebody's plan to make sure that they're getting the best coverage for hopefully the best price possible.
Perfect. All right, you kind of touched on this, but tell me a little bit more about why you believe you are different than most independent agents.
Yeah, I'm unique. I was a former math teacher in high school, and so I love education. That's my background. And so educating helps build somebody's knowledge up, whether that be, you know, from a young age or whether that be just a concept that's really difficult to understand. And so we take an educational approach when we look at things. We're going to help educate Medicare for our beneficiaries and our clients, but also help them understand how it works. They don't have to know everything, but we want them to have a peace of mind for the decision that they make. Ultimately, it's their decision for how they want to use their coverage, but we try to use that education-based approach because that helps with their understanding and their decisions.
I always say knowledge is power, and especially when it affects such a large part of your life, like Medicare does and will. All right, what's the process look like when somebody gives you a call? You know, you said the enrollment period's coming up soon. What's the process look like?
Yeah, it's super flexible in a sense that we're going to discover their needs. Our first appointment is all about discovery. We want to discover their needs, what they want to do with their retirement, what they want to do with their health insurance needs. But number two is to listen to that and then engage them in whatever plan it is that we may feel is best for them. It's always a conversation too because there's always going to be someone that may want to look at something different, and we're open to that because we're independent brokers that are contracted with all the major carriers, so we can do that.
Right.
But it's definitely about listening to our clients and their needs and customizing and tailoring that approach for them.
Is there a cost associated to work with you and have that first conversation?
Yeah, it is completely free.
Perfect.
So there is no obligation to that consultation. We'd love to review that coverage and help.
All right, Tanner, thanks so much for joining us. If you want to get started working with Tanner, the information is on your screen to give them a call and set your completely free first appointment today.